Alrighty, hey guys, what's up? This is GaLm. Welcome to Stories, the Path of Destinies, an action RPG indie game that I checked it out at PAX East last year, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty nice. I want to play that. And then a year later, I'm finally checking it out because I was looking for games that were on the shorter side, and this, from what I've read, is about 5 to 6 hours. Although we will see. Maybe it'll be longer, maybe it'll be shorter. Let's go ahead and start a new game.
The infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows," she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities.
Oh.
Then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
Jeez, we're dropping into a world of intrigue already. Ravens going around killing librarians. How dare they? Librarians are so important. They make you shh whenever you speak too loud. That keeps you under control and lets you focus on reading your books. And then they slap you into a loading screen. I believe in you, game. You can load faster than ever.
The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid," Reynardo told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone." "My mother died for this book!" "I promised her I'd protect you." "Oh, damn it." The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
Darn it, kid. Does he even have a name? It doesn't matter. So imagining that Reynardo is the narrator. Although it's fun that he has to voice everyone. It's like listening to an audiobook.
Two ravens were staring at the kid
but
like
live.
He was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains. "Hey," Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick on someone as ugly as you." Wait, that didn't come out right. "For the Emperor!" The ravens cawed and rushed at him.
Oh no! Our combat tutorial sequence! Alright, X to attack. And for these ravens, that is enough. Uh-oh. When an enemy is about to attack, press the analog stick and X to counter. Countering can interrupt any other action. Ooh. Alright. So, attack, counter. Nice. Nope. Okay. Alright. I'm a fan. Did I just counter before he even swung? That's kind of funny. Alright, now where the hell did that kid run off to?
A dropship flew overhead. He hoped they hadn't noticed him. The kid.
Ooh. I can grab a person. Hold X to grab. You got it. Farewell. Holy crap, I threw him so far. Bye-bye. What a shame that these ravens can't fly.
Oh, right. The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the Skyship docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate.
Seriously? How did he do that?
Get you through. Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels. Or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere. And neither are you. "Try and stop me," laughed the kid. "I bet you don't even have a hero sword." And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts.
Then he's correct.
Renato going to get a hero sword.
I do not have a hero sword, but I can steal one.
Ore and wind essence? That sounds about right. I'll need a workshop, though.
How convenient that there's one right here.
Perfect.
Alright, sword crafting. This is the sword crafting menu. Here you can craft and upgrade powerful magic swords. Gather the required materials from the chests scattered throughout Boreas. Alright. Well, I should have enough for everything. Hero sword, 3 ore. Next level, 1. Look badass. The selected sword's current level and special power. Selected sword's special power at the next level. And the resources need to grab. Okay, alright, I got it. That's simple enough. You have enough resources. Craft your first sword now.
A hero sword. QED.
Sweet. So at level 1, it looks badass. That's it. At level 2, it lets me heal myself. And then I can make other things. The Void Blade. The Winter Throne. And the Firestorm. That's neat. I'll probably end up having to upgrade the hero sword first. And that's fine by me. Man, we've barely started this adventure and I've already replaced my original sword.
Settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook and she'd laughed at Renato's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid.
Ah, what a shame. But hey, you know what? I'm sure at some point we'll read the book.
It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him.
Oh, his name is Peter.
How'd you get across? He asked the kid. Where'd you find a hook? I hopped, said the kid. Wise-ass kid. Hey, look out behind you. Cute, said Renato. Oh, ravens.
Ah, he was being serious. No! Maybe the ravens will drop something for me, or I can knock this down. Nope, alright, crap. Ooh, can I hold down and attack? Well, I mean, we can just grab and throw.
It was time to talk some sense into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How'd he done it? Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
Where the heck did it come from? I mean, thank you, oh wonderful altar. Skills. Each time you gain a level, you can also gain a skill point. Spend your skill points at the altars scattered throughout Boreas to gain new powerful abilities or upgrade existing ones. There are 4 tiers of skills. The more truths you discover, the more tiers you unlock. Okay, skill information. We have 1 skill point. Interesting. So we get skill tiers by finding out truths. And then we just get the skill points via XP. Got you.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking.
What?
The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
How to freeze time while attacking? Alright, posts can be hooked in order to cross gaps. Press Y to hook posts, or to pull enemies towards you. Good, we're finding out more abilities. Hold on, how do I access that menu? Here we go. Supernatural dash. Combo time. Freeze time for everyone. But Renato when countering an attack at the last second. Ooh, that sounds cool. Okay, alright. I'm a fan. Did you see that? There was like a momentary bit of lag. I didn't see me actually hook over. I was just there. But that's simple enough.
And there was the Farfarer. She was the fastest ship he'd ever known. She could do the Kestra run in 12 furlongs. Oh, so the salesman had told him.
12 furlongs.
Something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush. Stop! He shouted. I'm not giving you the book! Shouted the kid, and took off. No,
Darn it, Peter!
Peter! But the kid ran for it. and a goggler nailed him with its eye beam.
No! So obviously we want to avoid catching that thing's gaze. Ooh. Maybe I can hit it in the back? Yeah, there you go. Peter, I promised the random lady that I'd protect you.
Unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes and a kid-sized pile of ashes.
Oh my god.
Damn it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway.
Well, that's a shame. I was expecting the kid to survive and to be my kooky but annoying side companion. I'm sorry, Peter. Your own decisions led to your death. But now we're ready to avenge you. Which I think works out anyways.
What was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. Where are you running, rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loudhailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. Just going out for milk? Renato yelled back. Where can you run? Laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life! It cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven. A sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Skyripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him.
Oh,
Renato
no.
dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Skyripper?
I have to make a choice. Do I want to build the Skyripper? You can't make new old friends or save an old pal. Even though Lapino wasn't what anyone would consider a game changer, he could come up with some harebrained schemes. Maybe rescuing him was worth it. An ancient artifact that defeated the lost gods would indeed be a game changer. Though it was split into 2 pieces many years ago, Renato could rebuild it by first getting its armature. Oh. Well, they made this the first choice, which probably makes it the safest option. Save my old friend, and then he'll lead us to everybody else. Or I could start my own journey on my own. I'm gonna go for this.
Every child knew about the Skyripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
All right. I don't know if it was a good choice. We're not going to be saving our friend, which means, I don't know, the friend might have been able to lead us to the rebellion. We could have had a good time. But we get a legendary weapon.
As he set foot on the island, Renato could not help but feel a tinge of guilt. He'd left Lapino behind. He hoped the Mad Rabbit had somehow escaped the Ravens. He hoped they hadn't eaten him. If they had, he hoped they hadn't eaten him alive. Why had he chosen the Skyripper? Renardo never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Skyripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
Ooh, is that a challenge? I'm totally up for it.
Renardo had heard stories of a dungeon where chests were filled with potions and weapons. Fairy tales.
And then obviously it's another challenge to go back and then actually save your friends. Oh, we got a deep, deep dark cave over here. That means I need to explore on this side instead. Aha, look at that. I've been bestowed gifts of ore. And that's really about it. No essence. I really will end up having to upgrade the hero sword to the first thing, but it gives me more health, and that is totally fine. If only I could use my hook to accelerate myself. I'm so used to sprinting around.
If I craft a sword now, it's gonna be really short.
Yeah, we don't have enough ore. But that's fine. We'll get some as we adventure into here. This definitely looks like it could contain a piece of a legendary weapon. Okay, when they glow, you can actually hit them. So I don't have to get point blank behind them. Just close enough. Oh, I can go around here.
Huh? A lever? That was new. Most people still use doorknobs.
You're not allowed in here. Oh, they can't see back here anyways. Whoops. I probably wouldn't immediately die if these guys hit me. But it's hard to know. I'll just let them come back and I'll stab them. Stab! Stab! Haha!
The people who had built this castle, did they even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Skyripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the lost gods, thousands of thousands had died. But Renardo had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one.
Well, it's really poetic, friend. Alright. Oh, I don't have the points for it. Darn it. I need to find some enemies with XP. Killing a bunch of Oracle guys does not matter.
Hero wall, hero sword, ice wall, ice cube.
So, wait, hold on. I have to try. Wrong sword. Darn it. I cannot try. Not right now.
Come over here.
Alright, I leveled up from kicking some butt. I'm happy. I'm not gonna turn in my XP just yet. We don't need to. Well, that went over pretty well. I mean, the basic enemies are just, well, that basic. But I'm sure that eventually they'll be able to counter me as well. I have to be vigilant. Capable of defending myself with every swing of my sword. Also, hey, fire essence. Not what I need for an ice sword, but who knows, maybe I have to backtrack like super far. Ooh, hello. The truth behind the Skyripper is shrouded in a thick fog. The most believable tale is that the Transcendent Emperor has used the Skyripper to banish Iblis. Then the TE buried the weapon and vanished. Was it a self-imposed exile to rid the world of its last divine presence, or was it the price to pay for using such a tremendous power? Could the Skyripper and Iblis have a deeper connection than just a weapon and its victim? My rituals will summon the Iblis Stone. Perhaps I should worry that they will also cause the Skyripper to resurface. If that is the case, I should spare no resource to find it. A weapon that can banish a god is an invaluable bargaining chip should the Ode Ones decide to double-cross me. It is in their nature to try, but gods are predictable, and I can rely on that to always be one step ahead. Gods are predictable. That's an interesting bet to make. I need to summon you for your power, but not your brains. Meh. So did that count as like a story truth thing? I still actually have no solid idea how to open up my skill list. I think I can only do it at altars. But we didn't get any big notifications, so it's probably not a truth of the world, just something to read. Sweet! Oh god! Ow!
Hey, how do you tell if someone's far away or just really small?
They do only have one eye. No depth perception! Alright, so I took a little bit of damage because I instantly teleported into an attack. Bad idea. But we can handle it. Alright. I would like some health. But it won't come from there, darn it. And we'll just continue on.
Just agree to disagree? Said Renato. No?
Hey, I can use the hook to cancel them out of their attacks. I think I just heard my guy do a little chuckle. Me too, friend. Me too. We kick some butt. Oh no, not a double lever.
Ah, a puzzle. Renato loved puzzles. Except when he couldn't figure them out. On the other hand, if there was a puzzle, it was probably meant to keep people away from something good.
Or just to keep them away from something standard. Alright, what do we got? Okay, this rotates a full 90 degrees. Well, I see what I have to do. Possibly? Oh, wow. That's accidental.
His blood was up. He just needed to smash something.
I saw it, I was tempted, and I went for it. Uh-oh. Hey, more items. But why is there a hook thing here? Can I fall down to the water? No. That's weird.
Who needed bridges anyway?
I guess I could use that for later. But we have to continue exploring for now. Altar, I can level up. Okay. So right now, the only thing I can grab is the dash, because I actually need the dash in order to unlock the rest of the tree. Wow, holy crap.
It was starting to come back to him.
Sweet.
Something you never completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
No, way to repeat that. Okay. So, defensive reflexes will probably be good. So I'll get that first, or I can increase my combo. Attack immediately when the previous attack hits to land a perfect strike. Bonus damage and double combo bonus. I like everything. I like bonus damages. Ooh, that was easy.
There it was. Skyripper's Armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist, but first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart, a core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Yeah, no, we're gonna keep on going for the Skyripper.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
I'm actually choosing options I would normally do. I'm choosing the opposite of what I would like. Saving people is what I normally do in video games, and this time around I'm just like, power! Destruction!
He looked up at the old trees around him. They were so big and so old. They'd been there before he was born, and they'd be there after he'd passed into legend. Was he confronting his own unimportance? What had got into him? He was no philosopher. Anyway, who cares? He was plenty important. He was a hero, and soon he'd prove it.
Yeah, I might sacrifice the people in order to get good things.
What I could make with all these sword crafting materials, thought Renato.
I just, don't know if anyone will be around for me to save in the end. Ah, darn it. I don't think I can go backwards! Oh, yes I can. This will open up a path for me. Good. So I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. So there might be either backtracking via just ending up in a place later on, or replaying through the game, because this is it's called Stories, the Path of Destinies, so it's about a lot of choices and things like that. So there might be a time where I need to go back with a fire sword and make a choice all over again, or go back with an ice sword, or go back with both in the storyline in like a new game plus.
And this
I don't know.
Is why heroes are called dashing, Renato thought. See? Dashing? Get it?
yeah, dashing. Yeah. Alright, where is a crafting table? I wish to upgrade my sword, even though it's done plenty good already. I'm just gonna keep on giving me ore.
Just had teaspoons stolen from every inn in Boreas. Oh, and something more useful.
Teaspoons stolen from every table?
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
That sounds gross. What could be rotting beneath this world that it would cause such a foul odor? And also giant crystals that look pretty intimidating because they glow. Will I have to fight a boss?
Okay. Let's make this quick. I'm on my break in literally 2 minutes.
Whoopsie, didn't kill a guy. I dashed off too quickly. No, my maximum combo's over. I'm digging around too much.
Bernardo felt new powers, ready to... There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Alright. So now... I will go for defensive reflexes.
He missed his old skills. He welcomed them back like he was at a reunion.
So now if I block an attack, I'll have extra time between things, even though I'm like a button spammer. Like mega, super hardcore button spammer. Oh no, you ruined my combo again! Okay, this counter does not work as well as I thought it did. I was hoping it would just, like, legitimately... Oh, I can't go backwards here. Ah! I was hoping it would legitimately, like, every time I counter, it froze time, but it seems like that's not the case. Oh! That was quick!